He's one of India's youngest chief ministers.
I, Conrad Sangma, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has a persona of his own. Republic TV tracks the young leader as he tours his constituency of Tura in Meghalaya. A day in the life of Conrad Sangma, on the road with the 41-year-old Chief Minister.
What is the schedule for today, your schedule for today?
I normally start off with obviously meeting the public every day, even on a Sunday, and party leaders of course come. We have some issues of the party, so always party leaders are here in the morning. I'll be going to one of the interior locations today to talk to some of the villagers regarding some water supply for Tura town, and so that discussion will be there. On the way I'll be stopping over in one location where one festival is going to take place, just to see the arrangements out there. So every day is different, I should say.
Today we are going to witness a festival also here.
You won't witness the festival, but you'll see the preparations for what goes into making the festival a success.
So now Chief Minister Conrad Sangma is coming outside of his residence and he will be meeting the public that has gathered here. You can see a lot of people come here on a daily basis whenever he is here in Tura, because Tura happens to be the bastion of the Sangma family, and the people out here have a lot of aspirations, have a lot of hope on the Sangma family. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma will now head to Tura, where he will attend a program, and you can see as he is leaving for Shillong today, guard of honor is being given to him at his residence here in Tura.
श्रीमान सेकेंड मेघालय पुलिस बटालियन का एक एवीएसआई अन्य 11 जमा 12 सलमान गढ़पुर हाजिर है। श्रीमान सलमान गढ़ बगल छस सलमान गढ़ विसर्जन।
Now we are heading towards Tura where the Chief Minister have a scheduled program, and as you can see, after meeting more than 200 people at his residence and also having a meeting for the by-election of Salsala constituency, the Chief Minister is now leaving for Tura, and from there, after visiting the Wangala Dance Festival ground, he will be today leaving for Shillong. So is it a general practice every day to meet so many people here?
Yes, it is, and as I said that Tura is has been a place which has been represented by my late father and obviously my sister and myself for a very long time, and so we are very connected with the people here, and people are very free, I should say, when they come to our house. So people will come into my bedroom also sometimes. You saw there were people waiting outside. This is how it is, and as we always say, with we are here to connect, and then when people expect, so therefore it happens every day almost, yes, and sometimes it's even more than what it is today. But that's how it is out here. For me, the entire state is important, and our endeavor has been, in fact, to balance the kind of development that we're giving. But yes, Garo Hills has specific issues that need to be looked into. Infrastructure has to be improved a lot, and obviously people are a lot into farming out here, but we're not seeing so much of support and so not so much of value being added to the farming that is being done out here. So I think there is a lot of scope that we can work and improve the livelihood and the overall economic condition of the people throughout the state. And for that, it is important overall, as I said, to improve the governance and the delivery mechanism in the state as a whole. And that has been one of my main concerns since we took over, is to ensure that every rupee that we spent must have the maximum output and effect at the grassroots level. My family, that is my wife and my 2 daughters, they live in Delhi because my elder daughter is studying there. So when I'm in Shillong, actually, there's nobody. I'm alone in the house. So which is from a family point of view, yes, it's difficult sometimes. But if you look at it from the point of view of work, I can give more than 14-15 hours a day. So that's the good part. So I don't need to come home early, as such. So that's why we do go early to office and we stay there quite late. But yes, whenever we get a chance, when I'm in Delhi or something, obviously I spend some time with my family, my daughter and my wife. We go for movies. Games, yes, we play some games because last time we had a match with Baichung Bhutia's team. And now our cabinet colleagues are so excited about it that we are proposing, in fact, that we should have a match with the press club, match with the opposition, football match with the officers. And in fact, last time when I had gone to Manipur, I just came back from Manipur. So I'm even proposing that, or I should say maybe on your channel, I'll challenge the Arunachal and Manipur and other Northeast Chief Ministers' cabinet for a friendly match with my cabinet. So that will be something that will be interesting also.
One thing about Meghalaya, most of the politicians here, anyone for that matter, had a very close association with music.
Yes.
And Shillong is always called the rock capital of Meghalaya, of India. So you have been also into music?
Yes, absolutely. And as I said, I'm still in touch with my band. So this was in 1995, 96.
What is the name of your band?
The band was called Saga, S-A-G-A. So it's like a story.
And you were mostly into which genre?
I was the lead guitarist there.
Okay.
So I used to play lead guitar. And and then we had a band. James used to be the vocalist, lead singer. And then we had some friends from school and they were together. So we used to go into a bit into hard rock and rock music. So that was what we used to do.
Any song that you would like to dedicate to the people of India right now?
I think it's too many times I've done that. So let's leave it for another interview.
Is still under construction, and if you come now, then a bumpy ride is a must. And you can see Chief Minister Conrad Sangma also taking a bumpy ride to Tura, and it is on the foothills. We are now on the foothills of Nokret Peak, which happens to be the highest peak in Garo Hills at 1440 meters, and it's almost equivalent, or you can say somewhat taller than Shillong, if I'm not wrong. So how far is the village from here?
Not too far. We should be getting there quite soon. But more importantly, this entire region and this particular area is actually the one of the bioreserves in the country. So that's one very important aspect. And number two, for Garo Hills, this is the actual catchment area of two major rivers, that is the Samsang River and the Ganol River.
So after traveling for more than 2.5 hours and covering a distance of only around 40 kilometers, we are now here in Durakara, and you can see here the people are already here to welcome the Chief Minister among them.
Well, it is also an outreach program, but as I said, this is the catchment area for the two major rivers for Garo Hills, and most of the water supply that comes to the major towns is from here. So therefore, the catchment area for even the Tura river, the Canal river which supplies, is in this area. So basically we, as I said, it's all community owned in one way, and therefore the community participation and in one way the permission is also very necessary. So we need to carry the people along. So it's a meeting to really discuss with them on the necessity of allowing the water to be taken for Tura, and in the process how we could work towards giving more development in this region. So it's really to look at both angles and to serve the people of Garo Hills in general, whether it's here in this village, in this area, or Tura. So that's the whole idea. We have to connect with the grassroots, and so therefore this is most probably a very, very disconnected part. You saw the roads, so therefore it appealed to me more that I should go for this meeting. I didn't need to be here in this meeting. It's just a signing of an MOU between the villagers and the PHA department to actually take the water supply from here for Tura, because this is, as I said, the catchment area. But the important part was that since the people from here are agreeing to give to the people of Tura, thinking about Garo Hills and Meghalaya state in general, I think government should also show that importance and connect with them and try to do something for them also. So the idea was that we have come to thank them, at the same time ask them of what we can do for them. So they have demanded that the road connectivity is bad, which you yourself saw. So that's going to be a major issue. Though they have got all the water here, they don't have storage facility for the water and distribution. So they've demanded for that. They don't have any kind of medical facility out here. So that is something important for us. And they're saying that since we're giving the water to Tura town, so if there can be some kind of employment opportunity for the boys and girls from this part. So those are kind of issues that they were discussing about.
The Garo Hills also have a Chief Minister's office.
Yes, I would think so. Yes, it's the first time it's been opened.
So where are we now heading towards? Next destination?
Now I think it's 4 p.m. and I think I can see you also slightly getting weaker and weaker. So I think we'll go and have lunch now.
Definitely. So let's join Chief Minister Conrad Sangma in the table for lunch.
In the villages, if you go, the rice will be wrapped in banana leaf, and this is actually the best plate that you can have. Normally, these plates are also not there; it's just a banana leaf. So it's very biodegradable, and it's very clean way of actually giving. So it was done, by our forefathers, but it really makes a lot of sense. And it's, there's no mess in cleaning up the dishes, this and that.
So
yeah,
the
this is all
rice
done.
is packed in
Absolutely,
the banana leaf.
absolutely. This is maybe most probably my favorite dish, Garo dish. This is pumpkin and pork. So in fact, that had gone viral. When I had mentioned once that what is my favorite dish. So everywhere I go, this is cooked now. So
Pumpkin and
pork. So this is all again a fish, it's smoked fish. Again, very nice. So this is of course boiled chicken. The squash is, I'm guessing that the squash here is grown locally, and this area in fact produces a large amount of squash. I think almost close to, the last numbers I got was almost close to 50 metric tons. 50 metric tons of squash is grown here without any kind of support from the government and help. So we really are looking at making this.
And this is organic?
It's organic, absolutely organic. I think you can keep talking, I'll keep eating.
Yeah, sure. So as you enjoyed this show, let's proceed and have the lunch with Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Sir, I have learned that this area used to be a highly militant infested area.
Right.
How the problem was solved and what initiative you are taking so that future radicalization can be controlled in this area?
Well, it was actually a very strong effort from the police department, and of course many operations took place, and it was a mixture of all talks, operations, and involvement of society, involvement of church leaders, involvement of the headmen. So it was a really, kind of a society movement that took place, and everybody realized the difficulty that everybody is facing because of this. And so therefore, there were some, of course, tough situations where the militants also were quite well, organized. So the police department did a tremendous job. Public was involved heavily in it, and as a society in general was involved. So that's how things happened. And for the future, it's very important that whatever commitments have been given now, they must be kept. That's very important. The energy of these youths must be channelized in the right direction. There must be, it's a socio-economic, problem. So we really need to focus on socio-economic issues. And I think that's what's going to be the crux of how to ensure that this doesn't come out again. I have been in politics for a very long time. In fact, I've been campaigning with my, at that time with my late father, Mr. P.S. Sangma. So it is something that has been something that's been in our system for a very long time, seeing the public, working for the public. So it became more of a kind of a natural thing at that point. And obviously, after seeing what he has done, the kind of visions he had, and the kind of things he wanted to do, that inspired us a lot. And that's why you find my brother also and my sister also in it. And we are all here to really take his dream and his ideas forward and really work for our people. So that is what it was, and we're happy that we're getting this opportunity. And really this is something that we really want to ensure that we can do as much good for the people and for the state as possible. But today has been a hectic day because we've come to this interior location, and what is good is that I just got to know that the people from the village have agreed to our request of allowing the water source to be taken from here, and similarly the government has agreed to give them the development schemes that they deserve to get. So it's been a good day. So, and I think we had a good lunch also.
Yes, of course, and this was Conrad Sangma. Sir, what is your long-term vision for Meghalaya?
Well, I think obviously it is very important for us to take the state forward from an economic point of view. And really, in order to ensure that there is good governance, we need to ensure that there is transparency, there is monitoring, there is accountability. So we really want to really stress on these aspects. We want to make the system work. And I hope that in the coming years, we will have good and strong infrastructure in the region and in the state specifically. I'm hoping that we'll be opened up to more trade in the future with not only our neighboring countries, but also export oriented. We are hoping that we'll be working more towards value addition. I'm hoping that the young generation will become more enterprising and we'll have more entrepreneurship, especially local entrepreneurship coming up. I'm hoping the tourism sector will really develop out here and we'll get more high-end tourism coming in here so that real value for tourism comes in. So there are many ideas and dreams, and I hope that will happen. And but most importantly, I think it's the young generation that I really hope that will start participating in the whole process of economic development of the state. And it's only then can we see a real change that will take place. And government will do its part, will create the infrastructure, the policies, but it is the younger generation that has to take the lead and charge.
So what message would you like to give to the younger generations, particularly for across the country?
Well, I think if our country, and as the dream of the Prime Minister is to become a new India, it is the young generation that has to take its lead. And as I said again and again, that government will do its part in creating the infra and the policy and the ecosystem. But unless the youth do not become more enterprising and do not start getting themselves involved in entrepreneurship and really sometimes taking a calculated risk also, I think the nation will not be able to move forward in the line. So I urge the youth that be part of the nation building be part of the economic development of the state, of the country, and that's how we'll be able to create a new India.
Thank you so much, sir, for
you.
spending the day with Republic TV. It was a great day spent with you.
Thank you so much.